What's up, brick builders? Today's build is Batwing. This is set number 30301-1. Year it came out was 2014, age group 6 plus, and it comes with a piece count of 45. Ta-da! Hello folks, I'm Sean from BRIT'N. Welcome to another build video, and it's a super cool Batman polybag build. This was a set that was featured in quite a few offers actually. It was in Target stores for sales. It was in Toys R Us. Now Toys R Us, it was featured as a free gift with a £30 or plus purchase, £30, $30 purchase. So it was like a GWP in Toys R Us, but it was also a free gift with the Daily Mail newspaper, which is super cool because there are some really cool pieces in this. A lot of excuse me, a lot of angled plates, which is really nice and helpful. And we're not talking about small ones either. We're talking about 6x3s, which is nice. Great little build. It's got functioning fire missiles, which are the ones that you flick. Let's dive in and build it, shall we? There's our parts and pieces. And we've got instructions. The instructions are on rebrickable.com. And go to that and then just click on the instructions and you'll get them from Brick Instructions. So first of all, we're going to start off with a 2x8 light bluish grey plate, and we want a 2x4 angled plate with 2 angles on it. That's not it there. There it is. And we're going to put that on the back. So this is going to be our back piece. We want the wide piece towards the center of the plate and the narrow piece at the back end. Okay. Underneath the grey plate, we're going to put a 2x4 dark bluish grey plate, but you're going to put that pretty much next to, but underneath that angled plate. So it's going to be like that. So that. And then on the front here, we're going to put plate special with, or brick special with the step down feature here and the 2 studs on the front. Period correct. This would be the full moon. I call it the full moon and or the half moon. Basically, it's where the stud has been filled in the middle there. So half moon, obviously, half stud filled. Period correct. It was the full moon. We're going to put that underneath the light bluish grey plate like that. So this is all nice and level here up until here. Now we're going to do the wings. Yep, we're already on the wings. Wow. Gonna do 2 of these. They're going to be the same. So that's these 6x3 angled plates here, and we're going to put in the middle here, we're going to go 1 stud in, so we're going to right in the middle plate here, we're going to put a 1x2 trans yellow plate. Put that right there like that. So same with the other side, like that. And then we're going to attach some angled plates, and that's these 6x3 plates that I was telling you about. You get 4 of those, 2 different sides, but you still get 4 of them, which is brilliant. And you want the narrow piece of the wing, because this is going to go in towards the body like so. So you want the narrow piece towards that's going to be the inside, that's the outside of the wing, and you want the angle plates here to have the point, the top point, hard to explain this, like that. English is really hard. I'm struggling. Yeah. So you want the widest pieces at the bottom towards the trans yellow plate, and the narrow pieces here with the or the wider pieces up the top here. You want that pyramid up the top there. Go call that the pyramid, shall we? We want a 2x2 yellow plate right next to that trans yellow plate, because this is what's going to tag onto the dark bluish grey plate like that. So we're going to do that again. less confusion, hopefully. Like that, like that, and then our yellow plate. And there, turn it around, and there you go. Now we're starting to see the form of a Batwing. Very, very cool. Next is a black 2x10 plate. It's going to go straight across, lock these wings in place. It's going to cover these trans yellow plates, but you can still see them on the outsides there. So we'll pop that in there. That's going to lock that in. This kind of reminds me of the old Lego builds me and my brother used to do, where we just built plates, and it was a really, really solid build. A really solid build. There we go. So far, so good. And then we're going to put a yellow 2x2 plate just next to the black plate there. And then just here, we're going to put our angle plate, which is a 4x4 angle plate. So it's 4 studs wide, 4 studs long, and it's got a 2x2 cutout in the middle here, and we've got these little stud notches there as well. That is going to go on the grey plate here. So the edges curve round the yellow plate, which is really, really cool. That's a really nice little design feature. On the top here, you can see we got the plate going across here, and then we've got this step down feature here. We're going to put 1x4 arched bricks, black arched bricks like that. It's got that little nick in there. That is enough room for the plate, to go on the edge of the plate. So you go bridge that over the top there like so. So do that on the other side. Start to finish off the wings there like that. And then on the back here, we want the engine plate. So this is going to be our engine, and we got a 2x2 plate special here. Period correct. It has the complete bar. If you have the one with the incomplete, it's got the gap in the middle there, it's going to be absolutely fine. Use that, but it's going to have one Technic pin hole on it, not two. It's got to have one because this needs to attach to the back studs here of the angle plate, so it kind of overhangs like that. Next, we're going to build up the front piece, and you can see we got a step down feature here. So we're going to use that for a 2x2 curved brick. Pop that on there like so. And then on the front here, we want our classic pincer blade type thing. And that's going to be the 1x1 mini mountains. You want them sloping in towards each other. So it looks like it will grab the balloon cable. Also, it's the bat ears. So these are your wings, these are your ears. Ah, yeah. See? Probably it's not probably supposed to be that. Across here, we're going to lay plate specials. Now these plates, they have the smooth piece in the middle, and we've got a stud on each side. Period correct. It is the one without the bars going across on each side in the middle here. So it's just a full plate underneath there. It's not the reinforced one, and we're just going to pop that straight across the front from that curved brick there, straight across, and we're covering up this yellow plate. Not quite sure what the significance of that yellow plate is. It could have been a black plate instead, because you're not really seeing it. You can just see a little bit of a sliver of a yellow line there. Maybe that's what it's for. And then we've got a little gap here. So we're going to fill that gap with actually, we're going to finish the underneath first. We're going to finish the wings first. We need to bring the angles out on the tips of these wings, and that's going to be with these 2x3 winged pieces. So you got 4 of those as well, so 2 for each side. So you see what I mean? You get a lot of angled plates with this build, and you want the widest part to the end of the wing. So we want the narrow part to meet the angle of that big 6x3 plate. And then to reinforce this area, we have these wonderful 1x10 dark bluish grey plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And those are just going to go straight across the edge here to hold those angled plates in place and also act as landing gear. So I'll turn that around so it's going to be a bit easier. Like so. Oh, I love that squeaky click type thing. English is really hard. Then we go take these 1x1 trans yellow mini mountains and just go put those in the corners on the front. This is the front, this is the back. So you want them on the front. So these are going to be like your headlighty type things. And those are going to be in line with the trans yellow 1x2 plates that we had earlier. Pop those in there like that. So now you're covering over the front of the trans yellow, but you're still seeing the back of the trans yellow. Maybe that's what the plate is used for. But it's looking cool. It's looking really, really cool. Underneath again, we're going to do the missile launcher holders, or the missile launchers. Yeah, because they're not the missiles. Basically, it is the other version of the Technic plate that I was telling you about, like this one here with the 1 Technic pinhole. This is the one with the 2 Technic pinholes. Okay, so we're going to put that on half of the dark bluish grey plate and half on the black plate, like so. That reinforces this bit of build here for the underneath the wings. Also, now that is our landing gear because those skids are not touching. So this probably just reinforce the build. Why they didn't do black ones, I don't know. I think black ones would look a bit better. We'll do the missiles. So we got the missiles here. These are the Technic pins here with the bar on the end, the single slot in the middle, and then you've got this. It looks like a quarter pin that's mounted on it. See that? So we've got 2 of those. And we're going to put the trans dark blue beacon pieces, and they're going to go into the hole like that. It's not a very snug fit. There's not a good clutch to it. I think that's because the hole or the depth of this stud isn't that, it's quite shallow. So it does clutch, but it's not great. It's not great. We're going to pop those in there like that. And that's our flick missiles. We're going to test those. Boom! Actually, I just knocked the head straight off it. So it didn't launch the missile at all. It just launched the head. Boom! Boom! There we go. They work. Perfect. So we're armed and dangerous now. I'm just dangerous. Then we got this plate special here with the wheel arches over the top there. That's going to fit in our 2x2 space here between these plate specials here and the yellow plate. That's going to sit in there like so. And now we're going to do the cockpit. The cockpit, very easy. We're going to have, so we got 2 of the same brick, but one's trans brown and the other one's black. Okay, see that? They've got the little ridges down there. It's exactly the same mold. We want the trans brown on the front, just there. And then we want the trans black going half on this black stud there and the yellow stud there, like so. And that's the back of the cockpit there. And we're just going to add the fiery engine, and that's this Technic pin here, tan, frictionless, and it's got an axle on one side and a Technic pin on the other. You want the axle to go into this 1x1 light bluish grey cone, like so. Period correct, the cone had the ridge on the top, and then all you want to do is pop this. Now this is not trans orange, this is trans neon orange. I almost had this ready to build, and then I realized I didn't have a neon orange piece. I had an orange piece, so I had to order those. Trans neon orange flame piece into the top of the cone, like so. Boop. And that's your nice little fiery engine, kind of like the Batmobile has. And then you just go pop that Technic pin into the Technic hole there, and boom, there you have this really cool looking Batwing poly bag set. I love this. I think this is fantastic. It's got some cool play features. It looks amazing. It's the best Batwing I've built yet. I love it. This, maybe flat silver would have been cool. But the color choice is excellent. Where the little lights are, the little details with the yellow lines. It just really breaks that black up really nicely. A dark bluish grey plate under there. If it was black, I think that would have been better. I'm not even sure that's really required, but it does make it very, very robust. The wings are very, very strong. Like I say, it's a plate build for the most part, with a little bit of top up of bricks on top. You see that curve there with the cockpit as well. That's really Batmobile-esque. It's very, very cool, isn't it? And I understand why they used this, so that they could have the stud on this side here. But we got two studs here, just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. I do like the attention to detail with the front here. Like I say, the balloon catching the balloon wires, also acting as Batwing or bat ears as well. Super, super cool, isn't it? On the bottom there, it's not too bad. It's not too messy at all. And then you got your flick missiles. And yeah, what a super little build. And for this as a Daily Mail free promotional item, wow. I mean, seriously, this thing has so many cool parts, and you can see the size of it. It's pretty decent size. It is a very, very decent size for a poly bag. This is really, really, really cool. I'm loving this. This is it's just got so many cool pieces, so many useful pieces. It's very swooshy. And the playability, like I say, with the missiles, and you can see they work. Flick missiles don't usually work as well as your normal projectile launcher thing. Talking about launching, let's launch it off the ramp, shall we? I got my ramp. Does seem to go up the ramp very well, so here we go. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go a bit faster. Ooh, it crashed, but it actually all intact. Kind of crashed into the ring light. Let's try a little bit tidier, Sean. Now that was a bit lame, but you know. Batman. Oh, that was good. That was good. That actually super, super cool. As you can see, still intact. Very robust little machine, or model, should we say, not machine. Love it. It looks fantastic. It's a great size. This is the best Batwing I have made yet. We've made a few, but this is the best one so far for me that I have done. Would I like to do the Ultimate Collector Series one? Hell yeah, I would. I would. That would look amazing. That would be probably one of those sets that I actually, if I got it for Christmas or something, I would actually have that as a set and keep the parts out of the inventory and just have it on the wall displayed, and have a yellow light behind it so it looks like the bat signal. Absolutely fantastic. Folks, if you enjoyed the video and you like the rabbiting and going on of all sorts of nonsense, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share amongst your friends, family and anybody else who you think would be interested in this kind of content. Also, put your notifications on to all so you don't miss us in the next one. I'm Sean from BRIT'N. Peace.